In this video, I'm going to be showing you the benefits to using a bearing cleaner on the wheels. This skate is about a year old, and as you can see, some of the wheels spin, some of the wheels don't. Some of the wheels have a pretty rough sound to them. I'll zoom in so you can hear the sound a little bit better. Take the bolts out of the wheel. I'll also be using a Sonic citrus cleaner turbo wash, and once these bearings are out of here, I'll be able to put the bearings in the Sonic wash and clean them. Okay, so now we're to the part of the video I'll show you the bolts and the nuts and the wheels that are removed. You can see not a whole lot of spin on these. The bolts, pretty good condition. You'll notice that each of the threads on these bolts have a, they're kind of blue, they have a blue, and that's called Loctite. If you can find maybe a Ace Hardware, Loctite will have it. Just a dab on the threads, and it will prevent the bolts from popping out when you're playing. So when you first get your skates, originally they're gonna all have them on it, but the problem is once you unlock them with the tool and you're adjusting your wheels, then the Loctite is going to be removed. It'll still stay on there, but it's not going to have the same effectiveness as it did when it's initially on there. So next, I'm going to be popping out the bearings here. As you can see, it's locked in on both sides. So with this tool, makes it pretty easy. Kind of gotta pop it out from each side a little bit. Put a little pressure. There's on each of these wheels, there's a bearing spacer, so you'll notice that the bearing is there, both sides, and then you have a bearing spacer in the middle. So I'm going to follow these same steps. You can see all the goo and stuff in these bearings. So I'm going to pop all these out and put them into the Sonic bearing wash, and hopefully get them a little bit cleaner. So again, just try to use the tool and kind of pop on an edge, and it should pop it out. So sometimes you might have a little bit more trouble with them than that. So I'm gonna everything looks pretty good. So I'm gonna open up the Sonic bearing wash. There's a little cage in here for them. Has a bottom, mesh bottom to kind of release the liquid. So just pop them in. And shake it around. Kind of see in the sediments, it's getting a little dirty in there, which is nice, because you know you're getting the crud out. Okay, so now that these have been in here for about 5 minutes or so, I'm gonna remove the cage, lay them out, and let these dry. Kind of see they have a pretty good spin to them. That thing is just spinning and spinning, so I think I'm gonna get a little bit faster skate out of it. Once these are dry, just let them air dry. And once they're dry, I'm gonna put some Sonic bearing oil in it and just kind of replenish some of the oil that may have popped out over the year that I've been using these. Now that each of the bearings are done, it's time to put them back into the wheel. I usually start with 1 and make sure that the inner guard is facing toward the inside of the wheel, so it pops in just like that. Then make sure you don't forget your bearing spacers. If you do, when you go to tighten your skate and put the bolts on, it's going to cause it to really not spin. It's going to clamp down on that wheel, and you're not going to get any spin. So that's your difference. That wheel is just going to spin and spin. So using the Sonic Turbo Wash and the Sonic Super Oil allows some longevity in the bearings. These were, I think these are about $100 bearings. So, you know, to go through and just buy a brand new set of bearings just because they don't sound good or they're not spinning, this allows you to give a little spin again. Okay, wanted to give you a quick spin, show you. It's all 4 wheels are on this skate. So, quite a bit better. A lot of these parts can be purchased at goodgear.com. The Sonic Oil and the Turbo Wash and Sonic Oil. The grip tool, which is very helpful, keeping your skate bag. And you could also purchase new bearings as well if you don't want to go through all this trouble of just replacing all the bearings that you do have.